pay for the tryout with the Windy City Bulls. Where were you at that point in your life, and what went into that decision?
I mean, I think I was at a point in my career where I kind of didn't know what was next. Just me being a Chicago kid and Windy City having a D-League team for the first year, I kind of knew some people like within the organization and just got invited out. I mean, clearly it's paid off big time, so I'm glad I did that. I wouldn't even change what happened.
So had you just gotten home from Mexico?
Yeah. So I played in Luxembourg, then went to Mexico right after that. After that season, like I said, I kind of didn't know what was next for the next season. I ended up playing 3-on-3, professional 3-on-3 traveling across the world, playing 3-on-3 tournaments. And when I got back and was done with all that, I had the whole Windy City thing. And took advantage of that and just went in with myself and went into training camp with Windy City and just performed and made the team ever.
What was that open tryout like? Were you going against guys who were,
I mean, all open trials. It's just a bunch of guys from the city, a bunch of guys who travel, and they go from trial to trial. But I think those kind of trials, I think the organization kind of know like who they're looking out for, and the guys they kind of want. So.
Were there dudes who straight up like had no business being there that tryout? So I can imagine that's Chicago. I'm familiar.
It get kind of crazy, A lot of guys, they just want to be a part of. They just want to be a part of something. Some guys coming in knowing they might not make the team. But, if there's something that they want to do, I can't blame them. Young guys, it's older guys, it's kind of trials. So
some 45-year-olds running around out there.
Yeah.
Knee braces and the goggles.
Sounds about right. Yep.
How much did playing in Europe help your confidence and help you realize, hey, maybe I can do this thing. Maybe I can be a guy.
I mean, my first year out of Luxembourg, I took it as a learning experience because I would say it was the first time I was in a position in my basketball career where I was the go-to guy. So, I was the lone American on the team, and, other teams will hire 2-3 Americans. So, like, my team kind of looked at me to be that leader and just to, guide them.
You weren't even that guy in high school?
I mean, we had a pretty nice high school team. I was on a team of like 7 seniors, and, everybody just had a key role on that, and, that's why we were successful in high school.
What's the Luxembourg League like? I didn't know they had a league.
I mean, to be honest, before I got the call from Luxembourg, I pretty much didn't know anything about Luxembourg. I actually Googled it and found out where it was at. I mean, it's a pretty dope country. It's a small country, but the people nice, friendly. I mean, the basketball league it isn't as intense, as things are here in the States, or like. Compared to like Euro League and Euro Cup and those type of leagues. But like I said, I just took it for what it was and took it as a learning experience.
What were the gyms like? Like high school JUCO type gyms, or
some gyms, Park District type gyms, some gyms like high school type gyms. I mean, some courses like the green court and kind of feel like concrete, but it was crazy.
Do you still have a Luxembourg bank account? That might come in handy.
I never had a Luxembourg bank account.
That seems like a decision you might
I
regret down the line.
I still keep in contact with a lot of the guys that I actually play with.
See if we can set up a bank account for you.
There's a lot of banks in Luxembourg.
No, Texas, baby, California. Coming to this Warriors team, obviously you've been around a lot of places. What has the culture been like for you? What struck you most about how these guys go about their day-to-day, how you guys go about your day-to-day?
I mean, what I was impressed with, just how close-knit the guys are. With the success they've had in the past few years, some guys might lose focus and things like that, but not these guys, even though they won 3 championships out of the last 4 years, they still in early in the mornings, getting their work, and staying after practice, getting their work. And you know, for guys like me who's new to the organization and just trying to get a feel for things and learn things, you know, the older veteran guys really kind of, you know, help us out a lot. You know, we make mistakes, you know, they tell us what's wrong, what's right. You know, they make sure they stay on top of things with us.
Not a lot of ego with this group still. I mean, I can imagine that's surprising.
Yeah, I mean it is. You know, some organizations, no matter what level it is, like when guys, you know, like they know they're good. You know, ego can play a part, but like not in this organization. You know, everybody's humble and still humble. You know,
did anyone tell you why that's the case?
I mean, not really. I mean, I just feel like it's just the character of those guys. You know, guys got good character. You know, that's just what they do day in, day out.
At this point, it's looking less likely that McCaw will be with the team this season. Do you think at all about the fact that you could get a guaranteed roster spot with this team, or is that on?
I mean, the goal coming into this was to get a contract, whether it's a roster spot or a two-way contract. So I mean, with him being out, and possibly being able to get a roster spot, I mean, yeah, I think about it, because that's the ultimate goal for me, and I know it's the ultimate goal for the other guys that's in the same position.
Any thoughts heading, going from those gyms now, going to play in Staples Center?
Oh man, it's crazy. I was just talking to one of the guys from Luxembourg, and I remember I used to tell him, like, man, like I got to get under the big lights.